began. When I was 7 years old, I met a girl named Aaliyah. She's deaf. Meeting Aaliyah had me so curious about her. She just had moved into my neighborhood I lived my whole life. I always thought to myself, why does this girl never talk to anyone? Finally, I saw Aaliyah and her mother signing to each other at the grocery store. So curious on me, I walked over there, like, what are y'all doing? And Aaliyah's mom stated that Aaliyah was born deaf, non-hearing. So I went home that night, looked everything up, and I found about ASL, which is American Sign Language. I then began to sign my name, learn ABCs, the concept of finger spelling. I went over there, knocked on Aaliyah's door, was like, hey, my name is Edina, in sign language. Cool. I thought I was the coolest kid on earth. So we just started to become friends. I learned how to communicate with her. So at 7 years old, I thought I was the coolest kid. Learning a language I barely knew for a girl I barely knew. How ironic, huh? So Aaliyah gave me purpose in life. Learning more about the deaf community just gave me like an inspiration, like basically what can I do more for her? She didn't have a voice, now I wanted to become her voice. So anybody who stood up to her, I was that friend, was like, don't talk to my friend, period. You know? So first I'm going to talk about how my major chose me. I'm going to discuss how I could do, I'm going to discuss what I could do with my major. Lastly, I'm going to elaborate how I could change the mindset of the world with my major. Why Cerritos College? I heard Cerritos has a great deaf study program, and to be honest, it was close to where I reside. So that's easy, right? And also my cousin Autumn, she attends here. So that also made my mind up. And besides that, it's a long road with this college situation. I went to out-of-state college, and I just got so off track, so I came back home and regrouped, and Cerritos was just it. And also I have 3 lives to worry about. I have custody of my niece and my nephew, and also I have a daughter. So education is big for me. I have 3 lives to look up to me, so I had to be successful, right? I plan on changing the world by educating people on different aspects of American Sign Language. My end game is to graduate from Gallaudet Deaf University, which is an all-deaf university, to get my BA and my master. I already have my AA, so that's easy. Now I just gotta transfer. Working in the field I'm so passionate about. It's what I dream to do. Truly, I don't know what field to pursue when it comes to interpreting, because I want to travel. I want to go to Africa, because there's a lot of deaf communities out there. Mexico, Spain, all these people have the highest percentage of deaf people, and it's not talked about. It's not, rare. So I want to be that voice. When interviewed Aaliyah, she stated, giving knowledge to those who don't know nothing about a deaf culture or want to be more aware of those in the deaf community. So for that deaf girl, Aaliyah, her and I are still friends. Our kids have play dates every weekend. At 7 years old, I knew everything about disappointment or responsibility of being before my years. I went ahead to interview my family friend, Tiffany Avila. She stated that she believes higher education is more important. If you don't have a higher education, you put yourself in a disadvantage when people who around you have higher education. The way I can impact people is passing information, like big conferences and giving out information about knowledge. Knowledge is key. Some people ask me, why did I choose deaf study as a career path? I state, seeing that there's a lot of people, deaf people who live among us, hearing people, that doesn't have the opportunity that we all take for granted, like ordering something to eat. We go to a restaurant and we're just ordering our food, but say a deaf person, they go to a restaurant and nobody could hear them. They don't understand what you're saying. So I want to be that person that implement in Starbucks or anything. So meeting Aaliyah at a young age changed my life for the better by allowing me to be open-minded to learn a whole language just to communicate with this one girl. Taught me selflessness, and I will forever thank her. Leaving my footprint in this world is what I want to think about. I want to be remembered by a young girl who grew up to be something big in life, made an impact on people by giving funding to different organizations and just giving speeches around the world and teaching others about the deaf community and just getting people more educated about deaf culture.